Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my fire signs. So that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the upcoming week of March 18th, 2019. We have a full moon in Libra on the 20th. So we are shifting away from all of our Piscean energy, and I'm happy that things will be more solid, it seems. What are the major themes for my fire signs for the upcoming week of March the 18th, 2019, please? Mercury still retrograde. Work with me. Bear with your girl. Yep, I knew it. I already knew. Before I even pulled that card, I knew. Barriers being lifted. That's good. I can rock with that. I can rock with that, fire signs. I think y'all can too. Okay, so angel number 148. Look that up, please. See if that resonates with you. Right out the gate, first card. One wine entering, right? Full moons are about endings. You got some new beginnings. Barriers being lifted, fire signs, right? Things starting to go your way. Let's see. So yeah, last week's reading, fire signs, I know you had some obstacles, definitely some issues, right? Saying don't focus on those problems though. Focus more so on your purpose. And I think this is a beautiful card to get the right out the gate, because this is saying your barriers are being lifted. Problems, all the stuff that you were dealing with last week is coming to an end, right? All them issues, right, are healing. Thank God. 4 bamboo card. Contemplation, right? This is the perfect card to get after this. Healing as a result of having gone through the ringer, right? He's just chilling. He's recovering is what he's doing, right? Dealing with everything that he just did, but he made it through, right? He has a few wrinkles, but he also has wisdom. He has acquired wisdom. He is in a still place now, right? He's not just pushing up against things, right? He is allowing the currents of life to just flow, so much so that his abundance comes to him. So this is good. I'm so happy to report this, fire signs. 8 bamboo mushroom. Something out of the blue, something out of the ordinary is gonna happen for y'all this week, and that's good. It is definitely a difference. Like I said, coming from last week, things are definitely getting better. But I'm really curious about this mushroom to see what out of the ordinary is going to occur. So let's clarify the entering card, please. So we got peacock, sword, and water. So 1 bamboo peacock, right? 1 bamboo peacock. So another lady. So a lot of y'all could have had some issues, some drama. Let me just keep it 100. With an older lady in your life, or some problems with being mature, right? No big deal. Some problems reflecting on your role in the issues that you were dealing with. But nevertheless, the peacock is about extravagance, right? It's about standing tall and claiming your divinity, knowing who you are. You're walking through these new doors, and you're making sure that you have the right people behind you, right? She's looking behind her. So that's good. Then you have the 2 lines sword, right? Some sacrifices that have to be made, or that either or had to be made. I'm gonna clarify that later too. But some decisions, right? Yep, that you gotta make. You're gonna have to make some decisions. It's a full moon. What do you expect? We have endings coming. Some decisions that you're gonna have to make. Now that your problems are being lifted, you gotta make a decision, right? So for some of you, having those problems, actually subconsciously you welcome, right? Because guess what? It prohibited you from having to make a decision, and now you got to make a decision. So it's like, ooh, okay. Some of you may or may not want to make that decision. 6 bamboo water. This decision, the issues that you're dealing with, decision that you have to make could have to do with it can have to do with how you're healing, relationships that you're healing, yourself. I feel like this is internal stuff. Yep, this is a decision that you got to make internally that only you can make. It could have to do with healing your physical body. It can have to do with moving, taking short trips, right? If you're going to take the trip, if you're going to go, or if you're not going to go. Now that the barriers are gone, right? Am I going to take this promotion? Am I going to take this job? Am I going to take this trip? Am I going to take this leap, right? Also, communication issues, which, again, Mercury is retrograde. So that's something also to be mindful of, fire signs. Let's clarify the card, please. Yep, another mushroom. Interesting. Um, 8 bamboo mushroom, again, something out of the ordinary, right? You overlooking something. There's something that you are missing, fire signs, right? So there's something, not that you are physically missing, but there's something that you are overlooking. You're overlooking something. That's why she's looking behind her back, right? That's why I said be very, that's interesting, a lighting change. Be very mindful, right, of your situation, of the decisions that you have to make, of how you communicate, right, of the fact that doors are opening for you now, right, problems are being solved, but there's still a missing piece of the puzzle, right? And that's why she's looking around, making sure that she is doing everything she needs to do so that she doesn't overlook an important step or something, or an important message even. Then you got the commence, right? He's about to shoot his arrow, but he has not shot it yet. He hasn't shot it yet. He has to make sure that everything is alignment, right? Because you don't want to waste your arrows. That's what I'm getting from this. Don't waste your arrows, right? Because you frivolously just shot them off. Because you didn't do your homework. Because you didn't pay close enough attention. You didn't make sure that you were at the right angle. You had the right stance, right? You were holding your bow at the right angle, right? Your eye was on the right prize, the right target. So make sure that you are paying really close attention to things around you, right? And the decisions that you have to make. Make sure you're going through the pros and the cons of all of it. You're not overlooking anything. But even still, something could pop up that throws you off. Like, wait a minute, I didn't see that coming. 7 wands, 7 stars. Something that has to do with your dreams. And again, look, your path, right? This winding path to your dreams. This could also have to do with an Aquarius, fire signs. So you focusing on what you're trying to accomplish, and you finally have the green light for stuff, but you have to make a decision. You have to make sure that, look, you have the right people under you as well, right? Because you are stepping into a leadership role, fire sign. Make sure that you have properly trained the people who you will be in charge of, right? And then if it's something that you're not necessarily in charge of, make sure that you are in tune with yourself. You're honest with yourself so that you can lead these people where they need to get to, right? So I thought this has to do with, like I said, your dreams, your work, projects, ambitions, objectives, things like that, right? You could have people seeking out your advice. Hey, now, fire signs, let's clarify the mushrooms, please. South, east, and center. Yep, success. So this is it. Everything is finally coming together for you. I'm so happy for you. No problems, nothing showing up. Look, let me not lie. I ain't saying you ain't gonna have no problems. What I'm saying is, for this full moon, it was pretty breezy, pretty easy breezy full moon for y'all, fire sign. You got the south, success. So this thing out of the ordinary that you don't see is going to be to your benefit. Yep, definitely. Look at all these mushrooms around it. Yep. You're going to get some help from somewhere that you didn't even see coming. East. Rising sun, right? New beginnings. The dawn of a new day. The dawn of a new era. The dawn of stability. The dawn of sunshine, lightness, joy, happiness. Look at that. Center. Right on. Look at that. I mean, we had this man about to shoot his arrow. I said, make sure that you are doing everything you need to do, right? You walking through your problems are going away, barriers being lifted. Make sure you Pay close attention to the squirrels are playing, sorry. To everything that's around you, right? Make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's, right? Be prepared to make the sacrifice, make this decision. I said that. And then look, last card, center. You got it. You got it this week, fire signs. You're doing everything you need to do, right? Even the things that happen out of the ordinary will come to give you a boost. So just make sure that you make the decision that needs to be made now, right? Now that your happiness is on the horizon, got to make that decision that you've probably been putting off. And you just take time to just really reflect on everything that you've gone through, because you have gone through those things last week for a reason. You've acquired wisdom that you'll be able to put into place this week on this full moon. Interesting. Right. So let's see how our general reading relates to our Sagittarius, or Sagittarians specifically. Alright. Ooh, 819. Okay, so Sagittarius, angel number 26. First of all, look that up. Cool. So for Sagittarius, for y'all, some of y'all are gonna have to just, the decision that you have to make, the sacrifice that you have to make will bring you some anxiety, right? But you're on the right path. Ultimately, everything is leading to your success. Work through the anxiety. Work through it. It's there for a reason. It's, look at that. Look how the sun came out. It's shiny. It's golden. When I said that, the decision will bring you. Know that just because you are dealing with anxiety, because you have to make this decision, does not mean that's not an omen, a negative omen. Like, oh, that means that I'm on the wrong path, or I shouldn't make this decision, right? Because you got butterflies in your stomach or knots in your stomach. No, it's going to work out. You still just have to make this decision anyway, right? For some of you, you'll have to cut something out of your life, right? Because in the general reading, we had the sword. So make the decision, cut out what you need to cut out, make the sacrifice, work through the anxiety, Sagittarius. Work through it, because everything is lined up for you, right? You had 2 mushroom cards out of 4 in the whole deck. They showed up in the general reading, so it's gonna work out. All right, Leo. 5 bamboo lotus. All right, angel number 5. Look that up, Leo. Perfect. So this light is so beautiful. Leo, a rebirth, a new you. You're coming into some knowledge. I said that already too in the general reading. Let's wait for this to pass. Okay. So you're coming into some knowledge, Leo. Some wisdom that needs to be used appropriately, right? There are some people who need to hear your testimony, who need to hear about your struggles of last week, all the issues that you had, because now you're winning. So that you need to spread that, right? You've made it out of the mud. Those days are done right now, right? This full moon is very promising for you. Your dreams, your ambitions, things are flourishing around you, right? Also, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. This baby is naked, right? So shed all that. Shed all the layers. Shed things that no longer serve you, but also shed your sense of ego. Your ego, right? Let people know. Be vulnerable. Let them know what you went through last week, so that way they'll know what they have to look forward to, right? Because you came out of it, right? You came out of it. So that's what it's about. All right, Aries. Plum blossom. Ooh, spring. Love. So this is about things being still new, still fresh. It's a very appropriate card considering that we have the spring equinox this week, right? So literally you're stepping into spring. Aries, you are literally stepping into new beginnings here. This is amazing, right? Shedding the winter, shedding all of the issues and the anxiety, mental issues and stuff that you were dealing with last week. And look, blossoming, flowers, beauty is coming into your life. This also represents, it could represent a young romance, right? Spring crush, spring fever, or things beginning to take shape, but that are still in their infancy, right? So projects blooming, blossoming, things around you finally starting to show that they are that your hard work was to a beneficial end, right? It's still new. The ground is still soft, right? Angel number 35, look that up, Aries. Sorry about that. But yeah, things are coming. The winter is over for you, Aries. Everything is coming together. But just be careful, because I have a warning for this too. Be careful not to be naive, right? Accept your good. Be positive. Be optimistic. But don't be naive. Accept the things that are coming into your life. This newness, this sense of spring, and the sense of relief. Just don't be naive. All right, y'all. Have a happy full moon. Peace out.